Rothwild's got a stubborn reputation. I doubt asking nicely is going to work. We'll have to find a more persuasive means of getting what you want out of him. He's probably close to his office. We should start there.
Alright, ladies and gents, here we go. This is part 2, my Dishonored Definitive Edition DLC, which is the Knife of Dunwall. Hopefully you're enjoying it so far. This is going to be, again, complete stealth, low chaos, of course. Just completing the objectives that I feel that we should complete for this to be a smooth walkthrough.
Turn it on.
I don't believe you.
No, it's true. Is he calling you a liar?
That's what it sounds like. I'm gonna teach you to respect me.
Remember, we're doing this completely stealthy, but we're also going to be getting a completely optional objective here. There's our main objective. So what makes this more difficult is the fact that we're doing this without interrupting anyone, not even knocking them out, which does make this very difficult. Especially since we don't have anything that shows us where the enemies are right now. We just have to be very, very mindful of our surroundings. I always like to present myself with as much challenge as possible. You're going to see walkthroughs out there where they're going to go through this nice, completely stealthy still, get all the objectives, but they take people out. So, you know, mine is to, I like to give you something a little different than what everyone else does. And hopefully this is something you guys appreciate. Alright, going to be a guy up here. Need to hurry up and do this before he turns around. We put the whale out of its misery. And here we go. And I just fell. Just to let you know, everything doesn't always go as planned. So there's another thing that we can do for another optional objective, which is to take this whale's eye. I didn't grab it right there because we were moving kind of fast. Wanted to make sure we got out of there before this guy turned around. There's just so many things that can go wrong, you know. You can see he's coming closer. We did take the whale out of its misery, so that is what I believe to be the right thing to do. I'm a good-natured person, and that's always how my walkthroughs are going to be. There we go. Oh, got it. Alright, now we can move on. Interrogation chair is set up. This is going to come into play a little bit later. Now, if you want to know the combination of this, there is... Obviously, we don't have the combination. One of the notes that you can pick up during the level will get you that, but I always... you know what? I'm not really too worried about it right now because this... You know, we're not going through this trying to get everything. But I don't believe I have the combination yet. I don't think I have the notes, or the note that I need. You can see there's a misplaced ruin down there. We need to go in here first.
How long? How much does he know by now?
He is the only one we're actually going to be taking out because we have to.
No, this is about the workers. This is about fair pay and safe conditions.
Don't bother. You're not the first of his moles I've caught.
Is anyone there? Well, Daud, what do you want with me?
I'm not here for you. I'm here to learn about a ship called the Delilah.
Did the Lord Regent send you? That old fool, Hiram Burrows. I know all about the Delilah. All of it. And I can give you exactly what you want.
Please do.
Not so fast. I need something from you in exchange.
That's what I thought. What?
We're both professionals, Mr. Daud. I was hired to get these gutless workers striking, which I did very nicely. And then destroy the slaughterhouse itself. That's where I got caught. And that's where I need your help.
How?
The whale oil in those tanks out there is enough to destroy this entire place. The important industrial bits, especially. Just open all the valves at once to let the oil start flowing. The pressure will go out of control, and... boom.
What about the people inside?
Growing a conscience? The factory workers are already out. My boss will hire them on, in better conditions than they'd ever see here. Not the butchers, though. They can die screaming for all I care.
Don't try and con me.
Wouldn't dream of it. Here's the key. Don't get caught. You take care of the slaughterhouse, and I'll tell you everything I know about the Delilah.
You know, I could put you in Rothwild's interrogation chair myself. Why should I bargain with you?
Because it's a long and messy solution. And I'm gambling you're not the kind of man who likes that. Make a deal with me, and I can tell you what you want, and pay you for your trouble.
I'll consider it.
Alright, so we have two options. We can either take her down and take her to the interrogation chair.
The Empress should have
because
hired you
if we
to
try to
protect
help
her.
her, that's going
We'd be
to
living
create
in a
a
different
high
world
chaos
now.
because some people are going to be dying. So we don't want to go that route. So we're going to go this route instead, which is going to be taking him and doing the same thing that we could do with her, except I feel that this is what we should do in this situation as opposed to the bad thing, which would be to interrogate her. Pick up whatever else I guess is in this room, I'm not really sure. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and move on. I definitely recommend that this is a good time to save as well. Again, I will try to read as many things as I come across. But I want to show you some nice, good direct routes to avoid enemies or to be able to get around them without taking them out, of course.
Fleet report for the month of Nets. The Dauntless sailed north 10 days to no result. Word is she restocked in Driscoll to pursue a large pod east of Morley. The Delilah is coming back fully loaded. No reports of lights or singing. Another sign that barristers lost it. The Huntress is in dry dock after a nighttime ramming off Pandyssia. Engineers looked at the damage. They say it wasn't a whale. Or if it was a very odd-looking one.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and move on now. But as I said before, definitely recommend before you're leaving this room to go ahead and save. There are auto saves, but you know, if you want to do this correctly, you know, and you want to try different options and stuff like that, then it's always best to save. So we're going to head towards the interrogation point. I am not going to save just yet. There's another opportunity that we should have to save up here. Just be careful. So if you go down there, you'll be able to get to that rune. We'll pick that up on the backside. We'll wait for this guy to turn around. There's a guy there too.
Daud, I spotted a makeshift interrogation room in the meat locker. It might be useful to you, considering our mission here.
So there's the interrogation point. Let's see what this guy does before we move on. It looks like he is looking in this direction.
Just bloody floor.
I'm not sure if he'd be able to see me or not. He probably won't be able to because we are still pretty far away and it doesn't look like he's moving. Maybe he moves once we actually enter the door. Alright, we just made it out of there.
Could be rats, I guess.
I'll make sure you get to enjoy this.
Alright, looks like she went ahead and locked all the doors for us, so we should be 100% clear. Picked up a new weapon here. Alright, let's take care of business. I guess we could read this first. Again, you could have took her if you wanted to. You don't have to take him. You can still get the information.
What do you want to know that's worth crossing a man like me?
I want to know about a ship named Delilah. What's behind the name?
Choke on your own spit.
Who is Delilah?
Ha! Think I'll give up a friend at the first tickle? That's the kind of thing I'd pay your sister for down at the Golden Cat.
We'll feed you through your own factory. See if we can get oil out of your blubber.
You know your work, I'll give you that. We can talk this out, like businessmen.
Why did you name it Delilah?
What do you care? And it wasn't me. The previous owner named it after some sweetheart as a painting. Piss off!
Who was the previous owner?
Barrister Timps! Alright? He told me the story. Delilah was a woman he knew. Grew up working in Dunwall Tower and got kicked out and became a painter. Funny airs, like proud. She caught his eye, but it was worse than that. He couldn't think of anything else, just her. She wormed into his mind somehow. He built that ship for her, and a lot more. Gave her half his fortune. Then he got scared. Came to me afraid. Mad, like that, afraid. He wanted to dump the ship, and I needed a business partner, so we made a deal. Meant to change the name. Wish I'd done it.
I hope that was satisfying. Here's the room key, when you're ready to go. Sir, earlier I spotted crates bound for the most remote corner of the Empire. Might be worth stuffing him in one. just to tie things off. He doesn't seem the type to forgive, of course. Why go through all the trouble when a blade to the neck would accomplish the same thing?
So this is the, that whole thing. You could prepare him for the crate. I'm not sure which one's going to get us which. We don't want to just kill him, but she did say killing him right now is the same thing as that, so we're going to leave him in the chair. However, we're going to get that set there.
It's not...
Just to make sure he's good to go. Now this is definitely the best opportunity you're going to want. There's going to be 2 escapes here. You can go out the main exit, the one that we could have went into before. And there's also the sewer exit. So it just depends on what your taste. I'm not sure what I'm going to go for, but right now we're going to go ahead and save. Alright, so as I said before, there's a few exits. There's a sewer exit and the main exit. There's a misplaced ruin that we need to pick up, so we'll go ahead and pick that up at least.
So, what do those idiots want anyway?
Well, they think they don't get
This is just one way to get to the ruin. To the ruined. I don't know. I know I say ruin, but I think I did that in the actual walkthrough as well. And this just shows you like where you actually do that out of. You can go up there, but we're gonna go back the other direction because we're going to take the sewer exit. I'm not, like I said, I'm not worried about getting everything in the levels. Just what I feel we need to get in stealthy and try to limit any interactions with enemies as much as possible because I think that's the real challenge here. Okay, you can hear there is a guy. I want to make sure I'm not going to get hit. Make sure you try to do it towards the wall, because if we do it towards the wall, then we'll have a better chance of not being seen. Make sure he's not there. I just did that on accident. Alright. Now there's plenty more ruins and all that great stuff throughout these levels, but again, you know, that's not necessarily the route I need to go. This will take us to the killing floor. Alright. This is kind of what we want. We need to go up. So I wonder, we can go there. Ah, we can't get back into the office. We don't have the office key. So that makes things definitely interesting. I know there's this guy here. Just want to be careful not to be seen by him. Actually, wait till it builds back up. You never want to waste your stuff. Even though we just did. Alright, so we made it back up. Again, you know, if you go throughout the rest of the... Whoops. If you go throughout the rest of the place, you're going to find the note that unlocks this safe. Not a big deal. Obviously, you can tell that there is either a ruin or a bone charm of some sort in there. I just love to challenge myself, you know. I've never been the kind of guy that shows you, like, how to get every single item that you can pick up. I've always been the kind of person that showed you how to try to get through with the least amount of interaction between the people. That, to me, is like that true stealth gameplay. That guy was doing. I don't know what he was doing right there. I don't think he was going after me.
Hey, I heard the Royal Protector busted out of Coldridge. Think we could take him?
Do I look stupid?
Go ahead and refill. Alright, so it looks like we made it out of here in one piece without setting off any alarms or anything like that. So hopefully you guys have been enjoying this walkthrough of mine so far, and we'll get to some mayhem and mischief as we head back outside. Maybe we'll complete a few different tasks or whatever. But hopefully you guys are enjoying, and of course, we will see you on the next part. Peace out, bitches!